Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome in your English class. I'm your teacher, Kinza Shokat, and today we will see what are the basic differences between clauses and phrases, and then we will categorize some clauses and phrases between from the sentences. So, how to tell the difference in a phrase or clause? All right, a clause contain independent clause or subordinate dependent clause. A clause has a subject and a verb, and a phrase lacks it. All right, a clause has a subject and verb, and a phrase lacks it. Phrase does not contain subject and verb. A clause forms a complete thought, all right, and a phrase does not forms a complete thought. A clause can stand alone, but a phrase cannot stand alone. It needs some other words to complete a sentence. I'm repeating my lecture that about the clause and phrase, about the main difference between the clause and phrase, and that is a clause always has a subject and verb, and the phrase lacks it. Phrase does not has a subject and verb, and then a clause forms a complete thought, but a phrase does not form a complete thought. A clause can stand alone, but a phrase cannot stand alone. Alright students, what is independent clause? Definition is an independent or main clause expresses a complete thought. Independent clause is that clause which provide us a complete thought or a complete sense. It can stand by itself as a sentence. It means that it provides a complete meaning in a sentence. It has both a subject and a verb. Now it is clear that what is independent clause. An independent clause expresses a complete thought. It can stand by itself as a sentence. It has both a subject and a verb. What is independent clause? From an example, Hale ate a late dinner. Kevin went to the movies. Travis and Eric gave donation to help others. Savannah collected money. Caleb wandered off. Mercy offered us a ticket. So here it is cleared with the example Hale ate. Hale ate something. It is clear that he is eating. Kevin went. The sense is complete. Thought is complete. Travis and Eric gave. They gave something. The sense is clear. It does not need donation to help others. Okay. Savannah collected money. Savannah collected. The sense is clear. Caleb wandered. The sense is cleared. These words do not require any other words to define them. They are making their sense clear by themselves. Mercy offered. What he offered, it doesn't require anything else. The sense is clear that he is offering or she is offering something to someone. After that, subordinate clause. That what is the subordinate clause? A subordinate or a dependent clause does not express a complete thought. It does have a subject and a verb, but it cannot stand alone as a sentence. It does not express a complete thought, but it contains subject and a verb, although it cannot stand alone as a sentence. So the example are a word such as that, what, or since signals the beginning of a subordinate clause. that I wanted, what she saw. Since most plants die without water, the meaning of a subordinate clause is only complete after the clause is attached to an independent clause. It means that subordinate clause, it depends on independent clause to complete its sense. I hope so you people are getting my point, that these are the words that needs to attach with independent clause to make their sense clear. So the examples are: after candidate dinner, because Mary saved the drowning girl, when Army gave, that we thought, before Sam left, whom Mr. Brooks knew. So they needs the words after, because, when, that, before, whom. Alright, what are the phrases? Phrases do not have a subjects or verbs, do not form complete thoughts, cannot stand alone, as we have already discussed it. So the phrases are, examples are: after the party, because of the rain, in the car at the mall, starting with the rules, between classes, near the park entrance. So students, you are feeling the difference that after the party is giving us nothing. Whenever we attach some sentence before that, or some words before that, like she came after the party, so now this sentence is providing us complete sense. So phrases do not provide us with a complete sense. So subordinate conjunctions form subordinate clauses. Subordinating conjunctions are adverbs, basically used as conjunctions to join subordinate and independent clauses. Subordinate conjunctions can be found at the beginning, middle, and end of a sentence. So subordinate conjunctions are who, what, when, where, why, under what condition, after, although, though, as, because, before, even though, how, if, even if, in order that, since that, so that, unless, until, what, whatever, when, whenever, where, wherever, whether, which, whichever, while, who, whose. These all are subordinate conjunctions. So subordinate clauses: when she left the movies, she is the subject, left is the verb, when is the subordinate conjunction. I'm repeating this. Let's have a look on when she left the movies, and when we goes in further structure, she is the subject, left is the verb, when is the subordinating conjunction. Subordinate clauses: although we ate dinner, we is the subject, ate is the verb, although is the subordinating conjunction. Because they did a good job, they is the subject, did is the verb, because is the subordinate conjunction. Subordinate clause practice: underline the subject with the single red line, underline the verb with twice red line, draw a circle around the subordinating conjunction. So these are some sentences. We hated the pizza because it tasted like cardboard. After we threatened to hurt them, they gave us the answer to the test. And we have to underline subject, verb, and draw subordinating conjunctions between these in these sentences. So we hated the pizza because it tasted like cardboard. We hated the pizza is independent clause because it tasted like cardboard. Subordinate clause because subordinating conjunction, tasted verb, and it is subject. In another sentence, after we threatened to hurt them, they gave us the answers to the test. They gave us the answers to the test is independent clause. After we threatened to hurt them, subordinate clause. After is subordinating conjunction. Threatened is verb. We is subject. Emily cannot do her homework, independent clause, until she watches her favorite television show, subordinate clause. Until is subordinate conjunctions, watches is verb, and she is subject. The mechanic did a quick checkup. Independent clause, and since the car does not run well, subordinate clause. Since a subordinate conjunction, does run is your verb and car is your subject. So the clauses and phrase practice: underline the subject with same pattern, same single red line. Underline the verb with twice. Draw a circle around the subordinate conjunction. Determine whether each sentence is a clause or phrase. So these are some clauses or phrases. To the park in the city after the winning run was hit. When we gave the children their gifts before the early show. From the grocery store to the mall, between the two cities on the map. Whenever we feel like having chili, since we cannot go to the ball game. To the park in the city is phrase. After the winning, this is clause subject subordinate. When we gave the children, clause subordinate. Before the early show, phrase. From the grocery store, this is a phrase. Between the two cities on the map, phrase. Whenever we feel like having chili, clause subordinate. Since we cannot go to the ball game, clause subordinate. So identify the underlined section in the following sentences, the clause or phrase. After the movie, we enjoyed a delicious dinner. We all enjoyed spaghetti that was quite tasty. After eating dessert, we all pitched in the pay to check. We were a little short on money, which made us very nervous. Our friend Michael, who was very wealthy, offered to pay the difference. Before leaving, we all thanked them. After the movie is phrase. We all enjoyed spaghetti that was quite tasty is clause. After eating dessert is phrase. Which made us very nervous, clause. Who is very wealthy is clause. Before leaving is a phrase. I hope you all had enjoyed my lecture. Thank you, students. Hope for the best.